Good morning. How are you today? I got tied up with cases this morning, so I'm walking in the warmer part of the day, very pleasant, in Virginia. How do we analyze the campaign, and what does the Supreme Court confirmation hearing have to do with the campaign? I think in the last couple of elections in Virginia, Democrats took credit for winning the election. And the candidates who were Democrats did win. But I think that the reason that the Democrats won is because they were supported by others, independents and Republicans, that resent the party that is Trump, as opposed to the party that was and will sometime again be Republican. That's why you have some of these prominent Republicans out there campaigning against the sitting president, because he's taken over the party. And they're traditional in a variety of ways, and they don't believe in boorishness, and they will energetically fight us by the midterms if Biden is elected, as I hope and expect he will be. So what we saw with Judge Barrett was a person who is unbelievably unaware of her own candidacy, in the sense that she makes, in my opinion, great pretense that she didn't know the president was saying she's going to be dynamite on Roe v. Wade, destroy it. She's going to be dynamite on the ACA. And I need to have 9 justices because I'm going to challenge the election. There were a number of people who I think helped illustrate the fact that she was disingenuous, lying, in fact. I like Blumenthal's approach. Blumenthal was Attorney General in Connecticut. I got to see him a lot in the green room during this period when Trump has been president. And he would appear and he'd make very wise, I thought, analyses of what was going on from the perspective of a man who'd been a prosecutor, been Attorney General, and had represented Connecticut a long time and knew how to practice as a lawyer. We have Barrett, who has written documents and signed things, and it tells us, if she never had a conversation, that she is the person that Trump says she is. Now, she would have us believe they had no conversation about it. Well, you know, some politicians and mobsters, they just give a wink and a nod. But when they were preparing her to testify on the Hill, what they did was they prepared her as a witness with every question conceivable, and they had briefing books, and they encouraged her to read cases that she'd written and critiques of those cases, and to anticipate what she should say. But despite all that preparation, still she told us that she was a person who was misleading us about why she thought she was chosen, and ducking any question that came close to the key issues that we believe was the price, the favor that Trump extorted from her, that she gave willingly to be on the Supreme Court. It's very interesting that 140 or so Notre Dame professors have written a letter asking her to stop the process and to wait until the next president is chosen. Now, she doesn't have control of the process, but she won't say anything. She will passively accept the fact that she is going to get a Republican vote in the Senate next week and go to the floor. Can anything stop it? A couple of things could. The virus might interfere in some way. The invertebrate Republicans, one of them might grow a spine, but otherwise I suspect she's going to be successfully nominated, and it'll be one of the problems in the new Biden-Harris administration. She is a person who is unworthy to be on the court, and a large segment of America knows that. And that's why Biden has something like $780 million in his war chest, more than he could possibly spend between now and the election. That's why he's ahead in the national polls. That's why he's ahead in battleground states. That's why Trump is taking on water and losing. And that's why we have to gird ourselves for an attack that is about him challenging an election that is legitimate, while Biden is doing everything he can to get the most vote everywhere to make any objection frivolous so that the transition of power can be smoother. So this is a variation on a theme we've been dealing with, and we're dealing with it in another factor that America's observing. The virus is worse. More states are peaking. Fewer people are doing what they should be doing with masks and distancing and cleaning their hands. And this doesn't work for Trump's advantage with the elderly, with women, persons of color. And so that's our edge. So we have to just keep doing what we're doing through Election Day when we can do nothing else. And we will win on November the 3rd and start restoring the Republic. So thanks for listening. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.